Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Expert Examiner IELTS. My name is Glyn, and in this video, we have another practice speaking test. So let's check it out. Good afternoon. My name is Glyn. Would you please tell me your full name?
My full name is Rofique, but you can please tell me, you can call me Rofique.
Thank you, Rofique. Now, in this first part of the test, I'm going to ask you some questions about yourself. Do you work or do you study?
I am currently studying at Arabic University. It is located in Dhaka, so I'm a student.
And what do you study?
Study Islamic studies. The syllabus is about history and culture of Islam as a religion, as a social uh, system.
And do you enjoy studying at this university?
Yes, as an practicing Muslim, I always wanted to uh, learn about my religion and my people. I think it has an interesting connection between my interest and this curriculum. So I
And
love.
and what would you like to do when you finish university?
Uh, as My career goals and my career intention is very different because I want to be a business person in future. As I have told you that I want to go to Switzerland for my business studies. I think I will be an entrepreneur in future.
Okay, thank you. Now I'd like to move on and talk about housework. Who does most of the housework in your home?
My mother is the main person in my house. She control everything in our house, so she's the main woman in our home.
And how often do you do housework?
I usually help her because it's a good habit to help our mothers and father. I usually help them in the morning when I am free. I usually help her for the cooking and the necessary works.
Mhm. And is there any kind of housework that you really don't like doing?
Uh, Actually, I don't like to wash clothes. Even sometimes I feel bored when I wash my own clothes. But we had to. We have to.
Mhm. Let's talk about music now. What kind of music do you listen to?
I am very interested in hip hop because this genre is very connected to the people. It raises people's voice in a musical form or art form. I think hip hop interests me a lot.
And have your tastes in music changed much in the last 5 or 10 years?
Not yet, because I'm not very expert in that area. I have so many genres that I like, but from them, hip hop was my first choice from beginning to the now.
Mhm. And how do you find new music to listen to?
Actually, my friend usually suggests me that is the new music. You should listen that, and it has that particular background, uh, the bass that music uh, uh, has popular or something. My friends usually suggest me the music to.
And do you use headphones when you listen to music?
Yes, because headphone in listening music it has an good effect, but without headphone we cannot understand the music and the vocal or the lyrics even.
And do you prefer live music or recorded music?
I prefer recorded music because in live music we cannot listen properly. The lyrics and the sound effects are not very matched. I think recorded musics give us a ready product to listen with joy.
Okay, thank you. Now, in this next part of the test, I'm going to give you a topic, and I would like you to speak about this topic for 1 to 2 minutes. But before that, you will have 1 minute to prepare for your talk, and you may take notes if you wish. Do you understand?
Yes,
I will now share the topic on my screen.
yes,
Can you
I can
see
see.
the topic?
Yes.
I'd like you to describe a time you were late for something. Your 1 minute of preparation time starts now. Okay, so that's the end of your preparation time. To remind you, you will have between 1 and 2 minutes to give your talk, and I will let you know when the time is up. Can you start speaking now, please?
Well, in my country, people usually get late for various reasons, but I had that bad event with me in last year when I was preparing for my test exam for ATC exam. At that time, there was some construction works happening in the road, and that causes a lot of traffic jam in the middle of the city. And when I got out from my house, it took 2 hours to go to my school. That usually took 30 minutes or even some take or give or take some minutes. But I was late for my exam. Uh, it had a lot of embarrassment in me. But I requested my teacher to give me an extra 30 minutes, but they uh, didn't because it was not in the rule. If I'm late, it is my own mistake. But they fortunately they gave me the entrance, and I took the exam, and the exam was not very good because I was late, and it strongly impacted in my performance at the exam. And I was very frustrated. And people usually in our country, they feel so embarrassed when they got late for their exam or their daily work. But our government and our authority should take step to reduce people's pain and their anger towards our traffic system and transportation system. I think it will decrease our pain or our frustration towards the system.
Okay, thank you. So you've been talking about a time when you were late for something. Now I'd like to talk about being on time. How important is it in your culture to be on time?
It is very important in every culture, especially in our culture. People, when people do not come in their specific time, people think they are not interested in their meeting or work. It is very important. It gives an if people get late in their work, it hampers in their image. So I think it is very important.
And do you think people were more or less punctual in the past?
Uh, I couldn't understand. Can you please explain the question?
Mhm. In the past, do you think people cared more about being on time or less?
Uh, uh, in present time, I think people are very attentive about their time and their appearance because nowadays time is a valuable thing to consider. In work culture or any culture, I think being on time and managing time properly is very important quality to have for any person.
And what advice would you give to a person who is always late?
I would suggest him to be punctual and be organized. And because whenever people is late, somehow he is not organized well, so he had to be late. I think being organized or being prepared for any uncertain issues, it will increase their time managing quality.
So, what advice would you give to a person who wants to become more organized? Then, if a friend asked you, "Well, how can I become more organized?" What would you say?
I would suggest them to keeping note of their distraction, how they get distracted from organizing their work, and maintaining the note and maintaining the time scale, how and when they got distracted from being a organized person, and it will help them to point out the problems, and it will also surely give them this solution.
Mhm. And do you think technology can help us to make sure that we're on time more often?
Nowadays, it is very easy to be on time because technology helps us a lot with alarm, with so many ways we can plan our whole day in Google, or we can plan our meetings in Zoom. It is very easy to be organized or be on time nowadays than the past, I think.
Mhm. And also, in what kind of jobs are time management skills important?
I think all of the jobs needs that quality, but for an organizational person or an CEO or an managing director, he need to be more time management. He need to be more time focused person, because he is a leader of a team. If he is not very well he is not very well about his time management, his fellows will be very disappointed about him, and they will also make that same mistake.
And to what extent do you agree that turning up late to social meetings is a form of rudeness?
I think it has a effect on people thinking, because whenever a person is late on particular event, that somehow displays that he is not interested in the event. It is very rude to behave like that. I think it has an bad effect on our uh, image.
Okay, thank you. That is the end of the test. All right, so I hope you enjoyed that practice speaking test. Of course, as always, in the next few days, probably tomorrow, another video will go up with comments, feedback, and scores for this candidate's performance. If you have any guesses on what you think the candidate deserves, of course, please feel free to leave your ideas in the comments section. And if you'd like your own practice speaking test or your own IELTS writing check, then you can join my Telegram channel and request it there. This is a very new Telegram channel, so this week, I think if you make your request for a speaking test or writing check, you have a very, very, very good chance of getting it. I've had 0 requests on the channel so far, but as I say, the channel is very new. But I'll leave it there for now. Thank you very much. Have a wonderful day and see you soon. Bye bye.